What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be. And finally, the MMO Hopper has come to Star Wars: The Old Republic. Let's get it on. Now, I'm gonna approach this video just a slightly different than my other ones because, oh wait, hey. All right, you know what? We're gonna start off with combat like we always do then. Let's take care of these guys real quick. I'm playing a Jedi Counselor. Actually a pretty fun class. I'm all about throwing rocks at people, pebbles, healing my companions, healing myself, and you know, once all that's done, I'll bust out my lightsaber. But for the most part, I'm kind of a caster. Pick up some loot here. So I'm gonna approach this just a little bit different than most of my videos here because most people have played Star Wars. You know what to expect. This is a tab targeting, hotkey based MMO with a fantastic story. Fully voice acted. Your decisions matter at least a little bit, maybe not in the grand scheme of the actual game itself, but at least in, you know, if you have a quest and you want to decide who lives or dies, you can pretty much do that. And I've been playing Evil Jedi, and to be honest with you, this is kind of the best thing to play because the Jedis themselves are just too goody-goody. Like they just get ran over by people, and I hate that. And the evil people are just too evil. But if you play an evil Jedi, you're just human enough, right? You're not gonna let people run over you, but you're not really like a psychopath. It works out really well. So if you do play this game, try out being an evil Jedi or evil Republic character. Works out pretty well. But anyway, let's talk about the game. Other than the story, other than the tab targeting, the main thing I want to talk about with this game is that it is probably one of the worst free-to-play games that I've had to play on this series so far. And it's just so in your face that you are not a subscriber. Everywhere you go, it's like, hey, you're not a subscriber. You want to take your helmet off? Too bad you're not a subscriber. Oh, you're leveling kind of slow, aren't you? If only you were a subscriber. Oh, it sucks. Oh, I bet you wish you had a mount by now. Ah, well, you're not a subscriber, so sorry. Like, everywhere you turn, you are like ridiculed for not being a subscriber. You'll get quests that if you're a subscriber, you'll get 2 quest rewards. But since you're not a subscriber, you only get 1 quest reward. I mean, it starts off even from the very beginning of the game, and let me kind of quell any arguments right off the bat. I'm not the type of person that just wants to play for free. If a game is really good, I will pay for it. So when I first installed this game, I wanted to select a different race than just the standard ones. So I was prepared to spend money to get, you know, a different race to play. But unfortunately, you can't even look at the other race options without paying for them first. Like, you know, you can't even like look at the hair options or look at the face options and see what your character would actually look like without paying money. It was just like right off the bat, this game is all about give us money right now. You're a freeloader, get out of here, you scumbag. That's how I felt playing this game. And even more recently, I had a quest reward. So there is an expansion called, I think, The Rise of the Cartel, I believe. Don't quote me on the name of that expansion. But there is an expansion that is cartel-based of some sort with the Hutts. And some of the loot drops at this level. So right now I'm level 21. So there was like a lightsaber that was tied to that expansion, but I couldn't use it because I didn't have the expansion. Now, let me kind of explain why that doesn't make sense. So let's say you're playing World of Warcraft, and hold on, let me go to this next quest here. So let's say you're playing World of Warcraft and you're level 58, right? And you get a weapon or you get some gear that drops in the Burning Crusade. You can still use that weapon because you're level 58. Now you can't use the level 61 weapons because you don't have the expansion. See, that makes sense. But in this game, you will get expansion weapons and armor, but you can't use them because you don't have the expansion. Sorry. It's just so, oh man, it's just so scummy to me for some reason. But that's all my complaints about this game. All my complaints stem from not being a subscriber, and I'm just kind of reluctant to subscribe just because it's left a bad taste in my mouth from the very beginning. You know, you can't even really test out the game without it being in your face like that. But you know, if you are a subscriber, this is a pretty solid game. I'm not one of those people that, hold on, let's see where we're going here. The Professor, when diplomacy fails. Let's go to when diplomacy fails. Let's take a nice cruise. Look at this. So I'm not the type of person that's a graphics whore. You know, I think this game looks great. I'm not really. I mean, it doesn't look as good as like a game like Black Desert or Witcher or anything like that. But I think the graphics serve their purpose. It's very bright, very colorful. I feel like I'm in a Star Wars world. All of the audio is fantastic. All the lightsaber classes feel really good. I like my character class, Jedi Counselor. I haven't had a chance to use it in a dungeon, but so far using my heals on my companion have been, they've been very useful. Here you go, buddy. He's like, dude, I don't need to be healed. But so far, I really like my class. I really like the story. They've really streamlined this game dramatically. So now, the only thing you have to do to level up to max in this game is to do the story quests. And that's these purple ones right here. Now, if I choose to, I can do exploration missions. There's none right next to me, but I've turned them off. If you want to do a few kind of side quests, like kill this and kill that type of quests, I don't choose to. I'm only doing the storyline quests, and it's been a blast so far. You're always going to be the proper level for all the zones that you go to. You'll have plenty of gear. Everything will feel just right. And there are story quests that'll allow you to kill 10 of these and kill 5 of these as bonus missions. So you still get a good amount of combat with your story. And it just feels right? The game, Star Wars' best aspect is its storyline. So the fact that they put in a straight story mode progression to get to max level is really smart by them. So if I were a subscriber playing this game, I probably would be having a lot more fun than I am right now. But with that being said, I don't recommend playing this game if you're only going to play free-to-play.
Dr. Theron Cedrax.
Nice.
If you have an appointment,
I do.
please make yourself
Typically what I do on Star Wars right now, when I listen to quests, I read it myself, but I keep it kind of playing in the background so I can hear the voice acting. I can kind of get a feel of the story, but I just kind of read it myself and press the space bar.
Is there an actual person on staff here?
And then I'll press the space bar. I'll be like, la 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 la, press the space bar. But I'm paying attention to the story, and I definitely recommend you guys do that as well. But I'm gonna skip it just because we're recording at the moment, and for spoilers and all that. All right. So what do I have to do? I gotta report to someone else here. So let's jump on our mount here. And one last thing, and like I said, I don't really recommend this game for free-to-play players because they restrict you on purpose. I already told you about all of the races, the leveling experience, the quest rewards, the items that you can't equip, that you can't take off your helmet, and once you hit level 20, they actually slow down your leveling. So you'll get a pop-up message saying that from here on out, your leveling will be slowed down unless you subscribe. So really hard for me to recommend this game as a free-to-play player unless you can just kind of look past all those things. Maybe. But I couldn't. I absolutely could not look past all those. Where am I going? Over here? Alright, let's kind of float around over there. Let's do one last quest before we call this video a do, because I just kind of feel like everyone's kind of played Star Wars at this point. You know what to expect. If you're a Star Wars fan, you've already played this game. And anything I say isn't really going to change your mind. But if you're just a person like me that just wants to play a good MMO, this is a pretty solid game. It's very lonely. You're not going to really see a lot of people. Your chat box won't be lit up with a bunch of, Baron's chat. But that's okay. The storyline is just, it's gripping enough to kind of keep your attention. And if you do subscribe to this game, you'll be fine. You'll absolutely be fine. So let's see what this guy wants here. Unfortunately, this mount though, look at this thing. I don't even know what this. I feel like I'm riding one of those like floor cleaners, but a hovering one. Look at this little hut right over here. Let's just kind of skip to the story here. I'll always select the bottom one because I want to be as evil as possible.
I hope it is more.
Yeah.
I'm good.
When you have the.
Yep. All right, so we'll take that. So that quest was actually nice. It didn't have an extra quest reward for subscribers. Alright, so let's go do one last thing. I want to go recover these stolen implants here, and then we will call it a day. Oh man, that's far. But I actually can teleport, but I don't really know where the actual quest is. Let's go out here real quick. Actually, no, let's go ahead and teleport. Let's take a look at our map one more time. Okay, so we'll teleport right there. Alright, So there's a quick travel in this game as well to kind of help you get around. So you don't have to walk back and forth when it comes to doing the storyline quest. I'm really happy that they put that in the game, because if it weren't for that, it'd be a lot harder, not harder, but a lot more tedious going back and forth from these quest missions. But that's just kind of my view on Star Wars. But I do want to do one more quest before we end the video, just a little bit more combat. Let's see if I can get a close-up of my face here. No, please. Nope, it's as close as we're gonna get here. All this is just a backdrop. None of this is like real city at all that you can actually explore. Completely a backdrop. All right. Gracias. Let's jump on our mount. How far away is this? Okay, pretty close. Excellent. So this is one of the quests that I can do if I want to, but like I said, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with just doing the storyline quest, because that's really, in my opinion, the most... I thought you guys are enemies. You're about to get it. What is that? Telekinetic wave. Telekinetic wave. That's actually one of my favorite abilities in this game. I'll kind of show you why. Dun, 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 dun. I have a talent that allows me to instant cast it. So if I just cast it like this, it takes forever. But if I cast this one first, I can immediately press my 2 and basically just one-shot people. Throw a rock at them and go collect the loot. So the combat is okay. I know a lot of people have given up on tab targeting combat, but not me. I'm okay with it. Just something about it just feels very, like, rhythmic to me. So I don't mind it at all. Definitely don't mind throwing rocks at people either. Alright, we'll grab that. So this is a story mode quest, and you see there are bonus quests for me to kill 10 of those guys that I've already been fighting, and I don't have to do that to continue the story. The only thing I need to do is grab these implants. But I do like doing the kill quests while I'm here. One of the rare MMOs where I'm like, oh, I just need some more kill quests. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, you mad? This guy's pretty mad at me. Level 22. Also have this earthquake move that I don't really use. So visually, the spell effects aren't the coolest, but I'm okay with it because I have a lightsaber. Like, I probably wouldn't give this game any slack if it weren't for the Star Wars universe. Alright, there's one over there. This is an elite, it looks like. Kind of like a silver. If you ever play World of Warcraft, that's a silver elite. Let's see what the time to kill is on one of those. Start from max range. Throw some rocks at you. Look at this. I don't even know, but for whatever reason, I know it looks kind of corny, but I'm okay with these abilities in this game. I like my Jedi Counselor. Take care of you. Alright. That's 3 implants. You just need to get 1 more. Inventory's full. So what you can do in this game also is send your companion to go sell all your gray items. So I'll let him go sell all my junk for me, and he'll be back in 57 seconds. And he's my tank, but I don't really need him. Let's go find that last implant. And then there it is over there. I gotta fight 2 grays to go get it, or 2 silvers. Should be fine though, we'll see. We'll see how much I need my crap, let's just run in. Alright, so I need him a little bit more than I thought I did. Oh crap, I did that wrong. I did my rotation way terrible on that one. Let's heal myself up. Go ahead and loot this. Let's try to do this a little bit better this time. Alright, max range. Throw a rock at you. Throw lots of rocks at you. Throw 1 more rock at you. Where is my... Oh, he does. I guess he doesn't come when I'm in the middle of combat. It'd be super helpful if he did. Yeah, so my tank is very helpful. Very helpful. Alright, where is he? Is he not? I guess I have to resummon him. I don't recall that ever happening before, though. Alright. And that's it. That's basically how the game kind of works. So I'll go to this quest NPC over here, and I'll turn in my little story mode quest, and the game continues on just like that. So that's my thoughts on Star Wars The Old Republic. Definitely recommend. If you're a Star Wars fan, just go ahead and subscribe to the game. The game isn't bad, but if you want to play this game as a free-to-play player, prepare to be, I don't want to say, what's the best word to say for this? Prepare to just be, like, for the game to kind of grate on your nerves a little bit. You know, prepare to just feel like you are a second-class citizen in this game, more so than most other free-to-play games are. But if you can handle that, give it a try as a free-to-play player, but I definitely recommend subscribing to this game. If this is the game you think you're going to play all the way through, it's definitely worth your time and worth your money. So, that's it. My name is FG3000. Hope you enjoy this look at Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm pretty sure you guys are probably not watching this video. You're out in the movie theater watching the new movie. I need to go get it. I need to get a ticket. I didn't buy one in advance. I didn't think it would sell out as hardcore as it did, because I'm an idiot. I'm apparently an idiot. But anyway, that's it. My name is FG3000, the MMO Hopper. I will see you next video. Later.